right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Alyx's World, a safe space for wrestling fans like you. I am your host, Alyx, just Alyx, the premier wrestling commentator here on YouTube. And the more I say it, the more it will manifest. I am all about manifesting my destiny. Ooh, don't want to go there. No, not him. Jesus Christ almighty, what was I doing? I am manifesting my destiny now. Ladies and gentlemen, when I say I am the premier YouTube channel here, I'm not saying that everyone else is inferior. I'm not even saying that the people who do it along with me are not as good as me. Because there are people here on YouTube who are 10 times better, 1,000 times better at me than this. Green screens, they got wrestlers coming on their podcast. Me too, that's coming up. But you know, people who have been doing this longer and who are more experienced. What I'm saying is, when you watch me, you're gonna get raw, unfiltered commentary, someone who's passionate, someone who's here to show you why wrestling is one of the greatest avenues of entertainment, aspects of entertainment. Whatever you want to call it, whether it's sports entertainment, professional wrestling, your boy is going to give you the best show that you can get. Why? Because I can. Shout out to Shawn Michaels. By the way, I need to update this cover. Thunder Rosa currently is not, although she is, but not really, your women's champion. So let me go ahead and update that for you. Shout out to Jay Knox. Jay Knox for making covers for me. He is excellent in what he does. Always, if you see him here, I don't even think he's here today, but if he shows up, always show him the love that he deserves, because he is amazing. He is amazing. Seriously, I owe a lot to Jay Knox. Jay Knox, he does so much for me without me asking. You know, that cover you saw for Clash at the Castle, he just did it. You know, didn't even ask him for it. You know what I mean? Guy has a very good heart, and for that, I'm always going to shout him out. But there it is, the updated cover. New tag team champs on NXT, and then a new women's champ for AEW. So, we've all caught up with the champions. Tonight's broadcast, tonight's live stream, holy crap. We're going to hit on Raw very quickly. Not saying Raw was bad. Raw was okay. We got some advancement in storylines. The only thing that mattered was Dominic coming in as a heel and joining Judgment Day, the stable that lost at the pay-per-view. But let's be real. When Rhea Ripley is your Dom, you get what I mean? When Rhea Ripley is on top of you, trust me, you'll join Judgment Day too. No, I'm not gonna pause on that. I'm right. Woman or male, when Rhea Ripley is on top, you would join Judgment Day too. Don't lie. Anyways, we'll talk about Dominic, and then we'll talk about Braun Strowman, because those are the only two noteworthy things when it comes to Raw. Everything else just kind of happened. I'm not saying Raw was a terrible show. It just seemed like it was there. So we'll speed run through Raw. Then we'll get to the big news. The altercation that took place after the AEW medium scrum, which was already big news. The whole medium scrum where CM Punk lit up the EVPs over Colt Cabana. Got him massive heat. So much heat that it led to a fight backstage. And no, this is not a work. Those of you asking me, is it a work? Is it a work? Listen, this is either the greatest work of all time, or this is exactly what you think it is. Because quite frankly, the way this story is turning out, there's no way this can be a work. And we'll go into detail on what I think should happen going forward. I'm not Tony Khan, but if I was Tony Khan, I'm going to tell you exactly what should happen. All right? Because the stuff that I see happening based off of the reports, it's going to continue. I hope you guys realize that. I hope Tony realizes that. Unless you have a structure ready, you have something in place to stop this from happening going forward, this is going to continue. Because if this happens with your top stars, this is CM Punk, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks. This is literally the top stars of your entire promotion. If this is happening with them, Imagine what could happen with everyone else. Just imagine. Nickname I, continuing his sponsorship. I appreciate that, sir. Let me see if he said anything. He says, AEW needs another column somehow on the screen for the TBS title, the Trios title, and maybe the FTW title. You're funny. Yeah, that's not happening. You're asking Jay not to do way too much. He ain't got time for that. But we got a lot to get to, so let's pay these bills. Let's pay these bills and get right to the show. Thank you all for being here. I think I have a big audience. How big is my audience? Oh my God, it's over 200. Oh no, it keeps going up. Ooh, yeah, let me go ahead and get to this. If this is the first time you're watching me, do me a solid favor. Like the video, subscribe, and click that bell to catch all my content when it comes out. While you're at it, help expand the brand by doing the following things. Join the membership today. Click that join button and get the opportunity to request a video of your choosing. Whether it's a live reaction, a hot topic or review, past, present, or future. Also, don't forget to give thanks. Hit that super thanks after the fact if you would like to donate. You can also like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, just Alyx Central. Give me a follow on Instagram, give me a follow on Spotify, and give me a follow on TikTok. For I am the tickest of the talkest. Donate using PayPal, Patreon, Cash App, Venmo, and yes, Super Chats are officially on. You can donate at any point in time during the broadcast to get your thoughts played live on the air. Email me at just alexsworld@gmail.com for business inquiries, just to say hi, and please get yourself a t-shirt today at Pro Wrestling Tees. Get your old school Deluxe Man t-shirt. Get your new school Alex's World t-shirt, but most importantly, get you a blonde hair, blue eyes, apple pie, America, cause it's the remix. The remix! Yeah! T-shirt made by It's J Knox and Firestar Heart. All of this down below in the description box. And today's sponsor is Audible. Now, if you're someone who hates books, who hates reading, and you was one of those kids back in the day where your teacher called you out and then she said, little Timmy, please read line 5. And you go, my mama saying, na, na, na. And the kids went, ha, 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 ha. Well, I'm here to help you out because you not like those losers. Those losers who laughed at you. See, you're smarter. See, you're smarter because you're going to get Audible. You're going to get people reading for you, reading to you. People like John Moxley reading you his recent book. People like Bryan Danielson and Chris Jericho reading you their books. Alex, how do I get such a thing? Well, I'm glad you asked. How's about we get a quick word from our sponsor, and then we'll get to some shoutouts. Today's video is sponsored by Audible. Audible is the leading provider of audiobooks. They have over 180,000 audiobooks to choose from, including books written by wrestling legends like Chris Jericho, Mick Foley, Bryan Danielson, Drew McIntyre, and Jim Ross. Today, if you visit www.audibletrial.com, just Alex, you can get one free audiobook of your choosing. Audible is the best place for audiobooks, and I cannot recommend it enough. In my time, I've listened to Chris Jericho's The Best in the World and Bryan Danielson's Yes books, both narrated by them personally. And here's the best part. Even if your membership wears out or you just aren't satisfied with the product, you can cancel your free trial at any time, and your audiobooks are yours to keep. So again, go to audibletrial.com, just Alex, and begin your journey today. All right, welcome. I am looking at 225 people live. Oh my goodness, and this is early. But I'm only at 97 likes. What the hell, y'all? Really? 97 likes out of 225 people? Come on, get them likes up. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will have to be recommended here on YouTube, because that's how the algorithm works. It responds to likes, it responds to comments, it responds to shares, it responds to people interacting in the live chat. So please do me a favor, keep interacting, keep spreading the love, and thank you guys for making me a part of your day. You could be anywhere else here on YouTube watching better people, but you chose me, and I am grateful. So while you're here, show some love to the moderators. Ultra, Shawn 97 5-star Heart, Alyx, the Demon, and Godzilla Hawk, who help keep this a safe space for wrestling fans like you. And quick reminder, I am interviewing the lovely Maria Kanellis this week. I'll get her tomorrow, and the video will go up Friday. But people who have YouTube memberships can get her early. I will seriously be able to get her video up early, probably Tuesday night, so tomorrow night. So if you want access to that early, become a YouTube member today. I don't see any super chats yet, so I'm gonna just put it on. And speaking of super chats, ladies and gentlemen, congratulations to YouTube member and of course new super chat champion King Mike Tuds. I think the champ has decided to take a break. Nickname Mai apparently decided to let him have it, but he has called his shot. Nickname Mai is saying he will get the belt back for a fourth time? Fourth time at the Royal Rumble. He just likes to have numbers. He wants to be Ric Flair. He wants to be that guy that just has the numbers next to it. So, all right, I'm not going to stop you, sir. I'm not going to stop you. All right, let's do these shout outs. The Polar Phantasm. YouTube member, the Polar Phantasm is here. Good to have you, man. I already said nickname Mai. I think I saw the Beep Jr. too. Let me see. I see Dennis King. Good to have you, Dennis. I'm pretty sure I saw the Beep Jr. It's a lot of people in this chat, so if he's not here yet, he'll be here soon. But here we go. Thank you to the following people. Tax offender. Don't make me call IRS on you. Not the actual IRS, but the wrestler. You get what I'm saying. Paul Bub. Khalil does everything. Everything Khalil. What is going on, man, with AEW? Can you stop the drama happening backstage? Can you call up Tony Khan and let him know that, my man, you need to get a structure going. Put your foot down. Because if you could, then you definitely could do everything. Good to have you here. Vegeta Boy 09, Tony Baptiste, James Jones. We got Italy Avidel. Italy Avidel. I don't even think I'm saying your name right. Please tell me how to say your name. Italia Videl. And I'm just gonna stop. I'm just not great with names. I'm sorry. James Smith, Anthony, why? Big MGM, Billy. Let's see, Billy, oh Billy. Is that what I gave you last time? Billy, oh Billy. Thank you, Kevin. Quintanilla. That's it, right? Kevin Quintanilla for subscribing. Good to have you here. Mason, I think I saw T.Y. William. What's up, T.Y. William? Juan Oscuro. Lots of Juans in here. Thank you all the Juans who have showed up. The Funhouse is here. We also got Jonathan Haley, Ashley Greer Crowder, Thorne Fisher. I think I saw Wrestle Spider in here. Where you at? There he is. Wrestle Spider, Wrestle Spider. Ooh, that boy held that note. That boy held that note, though. Famalic. It's like Pam LQ and then Tyler. Don't know how to pronounce that. I think that was just a weird way to say his name, I guess. Joe Arredondo. Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs. And the last one is going to go to GenX6887. There's a lot of people here. But don't say your name. Please don't get offended. There's over 200 people here. Everybody can't get shouted out because I'd be here for hours. But please know, I love y'all. I appreciate you for making me a part of this day, making me a part of your day, which is more important to me. So we are definitely very quickly gonna fast forward through this Raw review. Someone time me. I want to get done with this in 10 minutes. Like literally 10 minutes on the spot. So we can get into what's going on with Punk, Omega, the Bucks, and all these allegations. So, again, the only noteworthy thing coming out of this show is the return of Braun Strowman. And the way they had him return was weird. There was a fatal 4-way tag team number 1 contendership match for the Raw and SmackDown championships because the Usos still hold both belts. I think it was like the Usos, Los Lotharios. I think I saw... Let me pull up the card. Let me actually pull it up because I don't even remember who's in the match. It was just a lot of bodies. It was Alpha Academy, New Day, Los Lotharios, and Street Profits. And they were having a fatal 4-way tag match. And apparently, you can tag in the same partners and they could be pinned. And that match went like 2 commercial breaks. It was a long match. It went 2 commercial breaks. And then it ended with Braun Strowman coming out and attacking everybody. It ended in a no contest. And that's how he came back. He just came back and destroyed people. The crowd loved it. The crowd in attendance thought it was great. Gave him a big pop. Get these hands. Get these hands and stuff like that. So he's back to just being a monster destroying people, which was his best booking, quite frankly. Then later on that night, they showed him walking backstage and they're like, "Why are you here, Braun Strowman?" And he's like, "I'm going to answer all these questions on SmackDown because, Roman, I'm not finished with you." Watch him say that. Let's go back. Let's run it back. Let's run it back. Screw it. Why not? I mean, what else is he going to do? Because after he's done with Roman, he's going to be directionless like he's always been. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you guys expecting me to be happy that he came back? Okay, let me fix that for you. Sorry. You're right. You're right. I said I was going to be more positive. I was going to be more positive since Triple H took over, right? Okay. You know what? Let's not do that. I'm sorry. Let me reset. All right. What I meant to say was, hey guys, Braun Strowman is back. Oh my God, this is perfect. Because then he can job to Roman Reigns and have a great filler feud. Yeah. What? I'm sorry, did you think I was going to say he should beat Roman Reigns? Why? He's just here to be a filler feud for Roman Reigns. That's it. Roman will run through him, and that's it. And then he'll be just another guy on the roster that no one will care about. You know, someone for Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano and Karrion Kross to beat. So much for controlling your narrative, Braun Strowman. I guess you didn't want to control your narrative. Wink, wink. But y'all have fun. Quite frankly, he wasn't even someone I was all that excited for. I was just like, all right, he's back. Cool. I don't know why, of all people, you decide to bring him back. He's an asshole. Like, nobody likes him. Sorry. I'm sorry. It's just, of all people to bring back, he chose Braun Strowman. Of all people. Let's see what happens. He might actually do some things. But why care? Why care? He's not going to be the face of the company. You tell me. Tell me how you feel about Braun Strowman. Me personally, I'm all about that Dominic Mysterio and Rhea Ripley pairing. I'm getting vibes of Eddie and China. Just like his papi. Look here. Like I told y'all before. When Rhea Ripley is your dom, you won. You hear me? When Rhea Ripley is on top in the bedroom, you've won in life. All this time, Dom's been dominated by Rhea. Of course he's gonna join her side. What y'all think this is? I would join her side too. And if you're saying you wouldn't, you're lying. Don't you lie to me. Anyone with a goddamn brain knows who runs the bedroom when Rhea Ripley is there. Dom getting heat for joining Judgment Day. You think he joined Judgment Day because they're winners? We all know why he joined Judgment Day. And Dom, I salute you, sir. Edge came out there saying, I was going to give you an ass whooping. Edge was all like, look, little boy, I remember when you was 5. Remember when we used to have fun backstage. Now, I'm going to remember whooping that ass. Get your ass out here and get this ass whooping that your daddy never gave you. Probably should have given you. And Ray came out there like, no, don't hurt my son, no, don't hurt Dom, no. What a bunch of losers. This is why Rhea chose Dom, because Dom is a pimp. Dom is a future pimp, just like his poppy. Look at him. Look at his hair slicked back. That boy's got that Latino heat machismo. Anyways, they beat up Edge. By they, I mean Judgment Day. They came out, they beat up Edge. They did the whole doubles up into the chair angle to injure him. And then later on in the night, Rey Mysterio took on Damian Priest. And Rey's all like, no, my son still has good in him. My son is still a good person. And he found out very quickly that that's not true because he lost to Damian Priest. And then Judgment Day beat his ass. I told y'all, once you get Rhea Ripley in your bed, she runs things, okay? So I want everybody to raise your right hand and give a salute to Dominic Mysterio. Godspeed. That's literally the only good things about this show. I'm sorry. Everything else is just kind of there. Braun Strowman is whatever. It's like, all right, he's back. And then Dominic is just amazing now. I'm sorry. He just... This boy went from absolute nothing to just a 10 in 2 seconds. Because, like, the rest of the stuff that happened on this show, Aaliyah and Raquel, Gonzalez, whatever. You know, Rodriguez defeated Doudrop and Nikki Ash. Don't know why they were having a match against the champs when they lost literally last night at NXT Takeover, excuse me, in the NXT special against the NXT Tag Champs. You know, it doesn't make any sense. But it happened. Austin Theory got his name back. Oh yeah, Austin Theory got his name back. Tommaso Ciampa got his name back. Oh my goodness, keep it up. Let's call Doudrop Piper Niven. Let's call Butch Pete Dunne. Let's call the Viking Raiders the War Raiders. Let's call, you know what, give them all their names back. Give back Dominic Dijakovic his name. Give back LA Knight his name. Come on now. We're doing very well. Give back Walter his name. Oh man, he like the name. Go shut up. Walter, goddammit. You know how this works. Kevin Owens had a great match with Austin Theory. Kevin Owens is literally, in my opinion, the best part of Raw. It's not even close. He's the best part of Raw. I mean that. His gimmick is amazing. Every time he comes out, I stop what I'm doing and I start watching. Damage Control is probably number 2. Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. By the way, y'all see how Io Sky be looking? I'm just saying. She be looking fine. Bayley's promo skills have gotten so good. Bayley is she is so good in the microphone now, because she used to suck so badly. Oh my gosh, she used to suck. Now it's like, yes ma'am. So she bragged about giving Bianca Belair her first loss in, what, since SummerSlam? That can't be right. When was the last time she lost? Nah, it couldn't have been since SummerSlam. I seriously don't remember her losing. 1-on-1, by the way. No, being pinned, period. Nah, it had to have been sometime after SummerSlam, but it was a long time before she got pinned. Because she used to, it has to be some 300 days, right? Whatever. Bayley pinned her, and she's all like, I'm going to hold that over your head, and I'm better than you. And you know it. Wait, sorry, wrong show. But Bianca comes out, big pop from the crowd. Good crowd, by the way. I enjoyed this crowd. And basically said, okay, Bayley, why don't you get inside the ring and fight me? And Bayley's like, no, it's Labor Day. And that girl said it's Labor Day, and I'm not working on Labor Day. I was like, you trying to turn babyface here, Bayley? Because that was a great ass line. That was a great line. But she did say next week, Damage Control will take on Aaliyah and Raquel for those tag team titles. Now, I do see Damage Control winning those belts. I will say this though. If Sasha Banks and Naomi doesn't return next week, they're not coming back. The time to return for Sasha and Naomi is next week. Next week. If they're going to come back, they need to come back next week. If. But we'll see. Because, you know, there's a side of me that still thinks Sasha's on the fence. Mercedes. Naomi is coming back. Sasha, though, we'll have to see. Not saying she won't, because she might surprise you. Johnny Gargano let it be known that he will have his first match back in over 9 months against Austin Theory next week. That will be fun. And then I think the last thing that happened was, I mean, they did some stuff recapping, you know, Clash at the Castle, Sheamus getting his respect, Riddle and Rollins telling us that the feud's not over with. There's going to be more with them coming next week. But Rollins is like, nah, I'm moving on. Nah, moving on. Then the main event was the United States Championship match. Thank you. Thank you for putting the championship match last. Steel cage match, Bobby Lashley versus The Miz. Tommaso Ciampa got an advantage over him, attacked him before the match, and therefore allowed The Miz to, you know, get a head start. They tried to do the whole, I'm going to climb out the cage, but then he gets stopped. And then there was one point in time where Miz climbed the cage and was going to escape, and then we see Dexter Lumis peek out from under the ring. I think I might actually have the photo. Yep, I do. Pulling it up now. So, right when he's about to win, he sees this. Then Miz gets his ass back inside the ring, eats a spear, 1, 2, 3. Then that guy there decides to climb the cage, and then he chokes Miz out, and then he starts rubbing his head. Like, shh, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. Go to sleep, go to sleep, go to sleep. And then that was the end of the show. I have a question. Why is Dexter Lumis going after The Miz? And what exactly is he trying to do to him? Like, is he trying to R-word him? Is he trying to put a baby in him? Or what is going on? Like, what is this fascination with Miz? And until you explain that part to me, this is just kind of weird. So I'm hoping that as the story goes along, Triple H actually explains what the hell Damian Priest is trying to do to Miz. Why is he stalking Miz? What does he want with Miz? What is going on here? Because, listen, I enjoy seeing him, but I need them to pick things up. Like, what are we doing here? Where's this leading? So, that's just my thoughts. Look, I'm not saying Raw was a bad show. I thought in terms of storylines, they had things going. I just feel like we're I'm just saying. I'm sorry. It's just, I need things to start picking up here. You know, I know we're still in the honeymoon period with Triple H taking over, so people are going to give him some leeway. But I need to see things start picking up. Because I'm starting to get just a little bit impatient. And that's it. Alright, so that's going to conclude my review on Raw. How did I do? 14 minutes. Still short. That's not bad. I usually go like 20. Usually when I say short, I go 30 minutes. So 14 minutes is not bad. I'm proud of myself. Look at me. Let's play these super chats. And then we'll get to the AEW stuff.
Punk is the most miserable world champion ever.
Ooh. Tell us how you really feel. Goddamn, Johnny Bravo. Do the monkey with me. Dun 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 dun. If you don't catch that reference, we can't be friends. Come on. Come on. That's old school Cartoon Network right there. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. Got a couple more in here.
WrestleMania 39 Braun Strowman versus Omos.
I don't know about that match. Oh no. Can we not Can we not, please? That sounds horrible. The more I think about it, that sounds like garbage. And that means Braun Strowman is going to have to work the match trying to make Omos look good. Can we not? Please?
Nah, come on. Come on.
Let's end this backstage drama. AEW Double or Nothing 2023 CM Punk vs Kenny Omega vs Colt Cabana lights out triple threat for AEW World Title.
I'm actually not against that. That sounds pretty dope. I'm not gonna tell you that I don't want that match. I just worry about whoever decides to book it and their safety. No, seriously, like, you are asking for some drama when you book that match. But I guess, we gotta go there, right? If we got the drama, we might as well use it for TV. I think we're done. Let's go ahead and get to it. What you're really here for are my thoughts on this backstage altercation involving CM Punk, the Young Bucks, Kenny Omega, and Ace Steel. So let me catch y'all up. Those of you who have no idea what in the actual hell is going on. Let me just start from the beginning. Medium Scrum, following All Out, CM Punk went off. He went off. Oh my goodness, did he go off? This man said, I am going to end the careers of Omega, the Young Bucks, and Colt Cabana in one fell swoop. He buried Colt Cabana, didn't even call him Colt Cabana, called him Scott Colton, his real name, and then said these EVPs are do nothing and couldn't even run target. It was that bad. He absolutely obliterated them because he feels like they tried to bury him as a babyface champion. By them, I mean Hangman Page and, Omega and the Young Bucks. Completely called them out. And Tony Khan was just sitting there like, awkward. You know what I mean? It was like, what the hell is going on here? So I was like, okay, well, let's see where that goes. It could lead to some great content for BTE. They're going to have to respond eventually. They responded pretty quickly. As in that very same day, seconds after he got backstage. So here's what happened. As soon as CM Punk let the media scrum, he went to his locker room. He returned backstage where there was an altercation. I love this. An altercation. A fight. The EVPs, Omega, and the Young Bucks were in the building and they came up to CM Punk. This is all reported. Fightful Select. This was reported by PWI Insider. It's everywhere. Everyone reported the exact same thing. They confronted CM Punk backstage and then they started shouting and yelling, and there was a lot of testosterone in that room. Ace Steel was in there, Young Bucks were in there, and the way the story is going, CM Punk took the first swing. CM Punk made the first swing at Matt Jackson, and then all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose, ladies and gentlemen. So here are the details. Basically, like I said, Punk and the Bucks got into a physical altercation. Omega Steel had a separate one. So Kenny Omega and Ace Steel were fighting. Punk and the Bucks were fighting. Ace Steel, this is the trainer for CM Punk. Wow. Ace Steel cracked Nick Jackson with a steel chair. One person saying he's lucky he isn't in jail. He said he cracked him in his eye and he started bleeding around his eye. Several people in the company believe he will not be back. They say Ace Steel is pretty much gone. I don't believe that. He's CM Punk's trainer. He'll probably be suspended and brought back. Security was called during the scrum, they were called backstage. I think actually during the scrum, some people came up to Tony Khan and he was told that there's a fight backstage. Tony's like, okay, that's fine, you know. But security was called, and there were a lot of people, with one person saying they were trying to save lives. It was that crazy. Details show, more details. Apparently, Ace Steel grabbed Kenny Omega by his hair and bit him on his ear. Yo! The hell? He tried to Mike Tyson Kenny Omega. The hell? Even though, you know, the fight was moved to the outside. Apparently, security came, moved the fight outside. The arguing continued. It continued outside of the arena with a lot of cursing and shouting until the Elite were the ones to leave. Omega and the Bucks were the ones to actually walk out. Punk and Ace stayed. It says here, some are siding with Punk and some are siding with the Elite. But most seem to think Punk should have expected to be approached after his comments. Basically, they were saying, look, what you said was going to spark fire. You knew exactly what was going to happen the moment you said what you said. And yeah, I kind of agree. I think Punk knew exactly what he was getting himself into the moment he said what he said. My goodness. PW Insider had also noted Steele's wife was said to have been around, caring for Punk's dog. Nick Jackson came out with a black eye. Yeah. Man, that was crazy. Many people were trying to break it up. This did not include FTR. FTR had left the building. Oh my goodness, if FTR was there, yo, you don't want Dax Harwood getting into a fight for CM Punk. It would have really been bad. Really bad. But yeah, people were picking sides. People were saying the EVP should have been more mature. They shouldn't have even approached Punk. They should have been the bigger men. Punk shouldn't have said what he said. And then we got other people saying Tony Khan should tighten the ship just a little bit. Chris Jericho apparently got a lot of credit for being the calm one. The one that was trying to, you know, show a leadership role, be in a leadership role. And, you know, calm the situation, have a more calming demeanor backstage to let people know, like, hey man, y'all, it's okay. We are all a family. We're all a family. This entire situation is insane. It has taken over everything. AEW news, WWE news, wrestling news, nothing matters. This is everything that's been talked about. Everyone is only talking about this interaction that no one else has seen. It's crazy. And apparently I'm being told that I should look at the Young Bucks' bio. So let me go find it really quickly. Let me pull it up for y'all to see. Here's the Young Bucks bio. Your head rent free. I can't wait for that next BTE episode. That next BTE episode is going to be so goddamn dope. And I hope they go all in. Go all in. Tell us how you feel about Punk. Seriously. But this news is crazy. All the wrestling personalities are talking about it. My cohorts, my colleagues here on YouTube are talking about it. I think A&B Combos Wrestling Edition is getting ready to put out a reaction to the Medium Scrum. The Media Scrum. Why do I keep saying Medium? Media Scrum. I know JD from NY is going to talk about it. I know Solid Monster already did his reaction on it. Good Might Work did his reaction on it. Everyone's talking about it, including WWE talent. Yep. Fightful Select has reported that numerous WWE talent reached out to Fightful to give their opinions on what's going on. Anonymously, by the way. Says here, a top WWE star said they believe that the real CM Punk has finally showed his face. This is exactly how he is. And man, Punk has a lot of resentment and anger he's harboring. He is harboring a lot of resentment and anger. AJ Lee is the perfect wife for him because AJ Lee is all about zen and happiness. That's what he needs right now, man. He needs him in AJ Lee to keep him calm because that guy, he is harboring so much hate for society. Another WWE talent said that if it was a work, which is not, it's not a work, by the way. If this is a work, this is the greatest work I've ever seen. But he said, if this was a work, it is one of the most elaborate works they've seen. A third talent said much of the same. If this Punk press scrum is a work, bravo, because it's, even I'm like, damn, this is really, really good. Let me see here. There was confusion from both of those as to why Tony Khan would not comment in the follow-up about Punk bashing the EVPs. That was kind of suspicious. Like, why would you let CM Punk bash like 3 of the people that helped start AEW? You know what I mean? Why would you sit there and let that happen? And not even attempt to calm him down? It's just weird. You can't expect a lot of people to have, let me see. You can't expect a lot of people here to have a lot of positive things to say about Punk. And I think he's aware of that. He has probably come to peace with it. One talent who worked with Punk in the past said, this is WWE talent, anonymously. Again, I wish they would just come out and say who they are. I feel like he's trying to run things there, and it looks like he's doing it. For the record, if I can guess who that one is, that's probably AJ Styles. Just so you guys know, AJ Styles does not like CM Punk. Probably for good reason. Now, let's be fair. When we talk about ideologies, in terms of politics, Punk is very progressive. AJ Styles is more conservative, so that's probably one. But also, AJ is super professional, and he probably doesn't agree with a lot of things Punk does. Let's see here. Another long time main eventer told us that they considered Punk's actions unprofessional. Right, because what the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega did wasn't unprofessional. See, I am going to defend Punk here. Punk is the type of dude that reciprocates. He doesn't start fights, he finishes fights. That's always been CM Punk. He never starts fights. He always finishes them. But he was unprofessional. Okay. One person said he doesn't believe he's a company man or leader that he made himself out to be. That same person would call Punk selfish and arrogant. I love how these WWE talent have opinions on Punk when he's not there to respond to them. A WWE official said that they agreed with Tony Khan that wrestlers not liking each other wasn't bad for wrestling. Yeah, people not liking each other is fine. That actually makes for good wrestling. But said that in situations like Punk and the Elites, that power had to be asserted in order to let everyone know that wasn't tolerable. Exactly. We'll talk about that in a second. The same official said that kind of thing didn't happen as often in WWE, except for the likes of Chris Jericho and Brock Lesnar. In terms of people fighting backstage, that's a lie. People were fighting backstage a lot in WWE. Booker T and Batista, Brock Lesnar and Chris Jericho, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart. Y'all just think this shit wasn't happening a lot back then? Bullshit. And that's just the stories I heard. And don't get me started on Alberto Del Rio. Oh, don't you dare get me started. That boy would go around smacking people on purpose and starting fights. Another top WWE name told us that if the parties involved don't put their issues aside and make money make money with it, that none of them have business talking about drawing houses or losing fans or interests. Basically, this guy said, if you don't make money off of this, why are you here? So yeah, everyone's talking about it. Everyone and their mamas, including WWE talent, which is hilarious to me. Okay. I think it's time you get my opinions. So I want you guys to know something. What I have to say is my views and my views only. And let me preface this by saying, I respect everyone involved. CM Punk, one of the greatest of all time. Kenny Omega, this generation's Michael Jordan. This generation's top performer inside that ring. It's not even close. Young Bucks, one of the greatest tag teams I've ever seen. Colt Cabana, a legend in Ring of Honor. Hangman Page, arguably one of the best wrestlers we've had, and arguably the wrestler of the year. Arguably. I just want to say that. I want to put that out there to let people know I don't personally feel any ill will or resentment towards any of them. What I had to say is a response to the situation that I am getting through reports. If there's details that I haven't gotten, I apologize ahead of time for my uninformed opinion. But I'm just going to respond to what I heard. So, if I'm Tony Khan, who I don't envy at all, I do not envy Tony Khan. Good luck with how you resolve this situation. But if I am Tony Khan, I am suspending all of them. All of them. Yes. We need to let these guys know this is not okay. Now, we can't keep them out for long because we have Arthur Ashe Stadium, but nah, man. Eddie Kingston got suspended for pie-facing Sammy Guevara. Rightfully so. These guys got into an actual fight that put lives in danger. I have to suspend you. I have to. Like, you guys gave me no choice. Not only am I suspending you, I'm fining you. Hell no, I am dropping the hammer on your asses. First off, EVPs, Omega, Young Bucks. Where's all this high school drama for? You got an issue with Punk? Don't go around his back and talk shit and then use your little high school drama to then cut promos against him on TV that he wasn't aware of. Listen, this is going to get me in trouble. Oh well, here we go. If this was about the main event scene, if Omega felt like he should be in Punk's spot, and that's what this was about, you know what? Fine. That's natural. You expect that. If this was about lack of a TV time or Tony Khan showing favoritism to CM Punk, sure. If this was over, let's say a Malachi Black, maybe Malachi Black left because he had some issues with CM Punk. All right, I can get behind that. Malachi Black is a very special talent. If this was over Adam Cole, if this was over, I don't know, MJF, like if they were mad, hell, if they were mad that Cody Rhodes left because of CM Punk, let's just say, I don't know, I'm making stuff up now. Let's just say Cody Rhodes left because he had issues with CM Punk, that CM Punk was getting paid more money than him, and Cody Rhodes left because of that, and the Young Bucks and Kenny were mad at Tony for letting Cody Rhodes walk. You know, I can get all that. This started over Colt Cabana. Colt Cabana. Yes, I know Colt Cabana is an ROH legend. Great wrestler back in his heyday. Very charismatic. I'm not going to take anything away from him. How many t-shirts did Colt Cabana sell? Was Colt Cabana ever the guy in any promotion? During his tenure here in AEW, was he ever in the main event scene? Was he ever really doing much? What value did he actually bring to AEW? I'm asking. These guys are mad at Tony Khan. No, excuse me. They're mad at CM Punk because they think Tony Khan released him and, well, was going to release Colt Cabana. He was released, but then he changed his mind. They're mad at CM Punk because they blame CM Punk for Tony Khan almost releasing Colt Cabana and instead dropping him from the Dark Order and putting him on Ring of Honor. Because they feel Colt Cabana should get more TV time. Why? What has Colt Cabana done to prove he deserves TV time? Do you not see the roster we have? We have 3 hours of TV each week. And you want to give that time to Colt Cabana, who's nowhere near as good as he used to be. He hasn't gotten better. He hasn't done anything to make me want to see him more. He is riding off of nostalgia. He is riding off of his popularity and what he's done in the past. Thank you, Colt Cabana. But no, I am sorry. The fact that all of this is starting over Colt Cabana is the stupidest thing I have ever heard. Seriously? Colt Cabana. That's it. This whole thing is over the fact that the Young Bucks, Omega, and Page, who are close friends to Cabana, feel like he should be getting more TV time. Don't get mad at Punk. Get mad at Tony. Tony's the one that doesn't value him. So no, I am very pissed off at the EVPs. The EVPs should know better. Punk is absolutely right. These guys are high school children. What the hell? Colt Cabana is a grown-ass man. A grown-ass man. And if he had an issue with what Tony did, he should have gone to Tony himself. Sorry. I know y'all want me to come up here and stand up for Colt Cabana. You're never going to see me buy a Colt Cabana t-shirt. Sorry. I'm just not that dude. You can buy a Colt Cabana t-shirt. I don't see it. I don't see it, man. But even if you feel like Colt Cabana is worth something, why are you blaming Punk? Punk had nothing to do with it. Like he said in the medium scrum. Nothing to do with it. So, the immaturity of the EVPs, absolutely Punk had every right to be mad at them. And if I'm Tony Khan, I am definitely suspending them, because all of this crazy shit with Hangman Page cutting his promo that led to CM Punk getting angry and then taking his shot back at Hangman Page to then lead into this medium scrum, yeah, that's on them. Why y'all starting drama with CM Punk for? This is literally the guy that is drawing people to the arenas. Last I checked the ratings, he was getting the highest ratings. Not Kenny Omega. It was CM Punk. Sorry, those are facts. Those are facts. That being said, Punk, as much as I respect him, shouldn't be putting his hands on nobody. He shouldn't be taking his swings at people. He shouldn't be starting fights. CM Punk is a locker room leader. This guy has got to get a hold of his anger. When Punk goes off, oh my God, no one is safe. CM Punk couldn't stop talking shit. That entire medium scrum was him calling the Young Bucks and Page and Omega and Colt, calling them all worthless human beings, and he couldn't stop. Which then led to him getting into that backstage fight. He has got to get a hold of his anger. If he is going to be the top guy in the company, if he is going to lead AEW as the top world champion, he has got to represent the company better. And the fact that all of this started over Scott Colton, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm pissed off, because I'm like, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. Scott Colton, get your ass in that locker room and apologize to CM Punk. Work it out. Either you work it out with... I don't give a shit if he's angry. You make it work. Get your ass in that room. Talk to him. Work it out. Otherwise, I'm firing you. Because one way or another, I'm ending this. I refuse to let y'all make me look Bush League as an owner of AEW. All of this shit happening over you, Colt Cabana. Get your ass in there and make it better for me. Clean this up. Otherwise, I'm firing you. No, that's not fair. I'm not going to fire him. It's not his fault. It's really not his fault. But it's just like, I need you to, seriously, like, if all of this is over him, it's just ridiculous. But Punk has got to do a better job, man. He can't just be going around hitting people. The same thing with Eddie. At least Eddie apologized. You got to represent the company better. Everyone involved look like idiots. I'm sorry. Nobody comes out of this looking strong. All of them look strong, looking like the adult in the situation. Nobody. I mean, it's creating great TV, but it's not on TV. That's the problem with all this. This would be great for TV, but it's not. So, it should be on TV. I know. It sucks that all of this is happening when MJF came back. Of course, when MJF comes back, this happens. All this happens when MJF comes back. Now, no one gives a shit about MJF. We should still do a feud, by the way. Still do MJF versus CM Punk at Arthur Ashe. But I'm at the point now where I'm like, shit, we might have to hold that off until Full Gear. And then do Omega and Punk it. Yeah, we might need to go ahead and speed up Omega and Punk because that's what people care about now. Omega and Punk. And then probably Young Bucks and FTR. Because that seems to be what we're going for right now. I think we need to go ahead and get into that. Young Bucks, FTR, Punk, and Omega. Maybe make that a trios championship feud or some shit like that. I don't know. This is a mess, man. And a lot of people are going to say this started when Triple H took over. Like AEW just seeming to have issues after issues after issues. For the record, I have 350 people here. I got 350 people watching me. Like the video. Like the video. The more you like the video, the more opportunities I will be recommended. I will get to be recommended. But yeah, I say this goes all the way back to Cody. Everything seemed to start happening when Cody Rhodes left. Because I feel like Cody Rhodes was a good mediator. Cody was really good at keeping the peace with the boys. You know, when Tony Khan had to do with all this, Cody was the second, was his right hand. He was the vice president. He was the second right hand. He kept everybody in line. The moment he lost Cody is when things went off the rails. And that sucks. And maybe Cody saw this coming. You know, Cody is good at looking ahead. Maybe Cody's, I'm not gonna lie, maybe this is why Cody left. You ever just thought about that? Like, everything just seems to go awry as soon as Cody left. And maybe he saw it happening and said, nah. Too much shit's going on. Because as soon as Cody left, the shit with Sammy Guevara and Ty Conti started. Then that's when Hangman Page had the feud with Punk. And it's just like back to back issues just came about. The injuries, then the stuff with New Japan Pro Wrestling. And then it was just drama, man. Lots of crazy drama happening backstage. Everything just seemed to go haywire. The booking wasn't the same. Everything just seemed to be very last minute. Hot shot booking. The TNT title fell apart. TNT championship has looked like shit before Wardlow took it over. Women not getting a lot of TV time. The fuck? Thunder Rosa barely getting more TV time. You know, Thunder Rosa getting 30 seconds. More time given to Britt Baker. Like, everything just seemed to be falling apart when Cody left. And now it's coming to a head. It's really bad, man. It's crazy to me. Literally this time last year, AEW was number one in terms of quality television. It was the number one company in the world. Number one. Selling out arenas. WWE couldn't even sell out arenas. Hell, at the beginning of this year, it was still number one. If you would have told me at the beginning of 2022 that Vince McMahon would have retired, Cody Rhodes was going to WWE, CM Punk, Kenny Omega, and the Young Bucks were going to get into an altercation backstage, I would have called you crazy. But here we are. What is happening? What is happening to AEW? What is going on, y'all? Someone please explain to me what is going on. We need adults. We need grown men to take over. We need people like Tony Khan to take charge. And quite frankly, that's what needs to happen. I need Tony Khan. Tony Khan seriously needs to put his foot down and tell everyone, shut the fuck up. Stop making me look bush league. Stop making this company look bushy. You guys are literally the leaders of the locker room. And if you don't get your shit together, this whole thing's falling apart. Get your act together. Seriously. He needs to start dishing out some punishments. Like I said, suspend all of them. You might have to fire Ace Steel. Ace Steel biting people on the ear, throwing chairs at people, giving them black eyes, the fuck. He probably won't fire him because that's Punk's teacher, but still. Nah, man. Sorry, if it was me, you're gone. But everyone's getting suspended. How long they get suspended for? Probably 2 weeks. I can't suspend him for longer because Arthur Ashe Stadium is coming up. So 2 weeks, and I'm fighting Omega. I'm fighting the Young Bucks. I am gonna find Punk too. Sorry, Punk, but you start the fight. They're all getting suspended, at the very least for 2 weeks. Because if Eddie Kingston is gonna get suspended, they should get suspended. Then I'm bringing the entire roster to another meeting, and I'm telling them, get your shit together. Okay? No more crap like this. I am done. Enough is enough. We are a team. We are a family. Stop letting this shit get out. You have issues with one another. Handle that shit off screen. Don't be going behind each other's backs and starting drama over someone being booked improperly. Okay? You are not their daddies. Okay? No more. I don't want to hear anything else about Colt Cabana. He's good on Ring of Honor. Because apparently that's what he wants to be. He's happy being a mid-carder for life. So he can be a mid-carder on Ring of Honor. Enough about fucking Colt Cabana. He ain't all that. He's not. Sorry. Deal with it. But yeah, I'm telling the roster, y'all, I don't know what the hell happened, but we need to get our shit together. And as Tony Khan, I'm like, I gotta build a structure. I gotta get me a team of writers. I gotta take Rampage, have it go 2 hours. I need everyone to be happy because things are falling apart at the seams. And every time I turn on my computer, I look up wrestling news, more shit's happening with AEW. The medium scrum was one thing, but now these guys are getting into fights. He's gotta suspend them. Tony Khan has to put his foot down. He has to suspend them. I don't want them to get suspended. But if you don't suspend them, more shit like this is gonna happen. It's gonna keep happening unless you put your foot down. You have to suspend him. Simple as that. He has to put his foot down. So, that's my thoughts, y'all. That's my thoughts on the entire situation. I don't know what else I can say. You know, man, I would really hate for AEW to fall apart like this. It would really suck if this led to their downfall. It won't. This isn't the first time shit like this has happened. The Montreal Screwjob in 1997, trust me, when that happened, a lot of people were pissed off at WWF. A lot of people were. And then months later, we got the Attitude Era. If AEW is smart, they'll take this, make it for good TV, turn it into good TV. Give us some great content to make people want to watch. This is going to be a very trying period. This is going to really test how Tony Khan can really run a show. If he can take this and turn it into gold, he'll prove that he'll prove that not only is he a better booker than Triple H, he'll prove that he's the best booker in the world. How he handles this situation is going to show me if he really should be running AEW. And I have faith that Tony Khan will make it work. But yeah, if you think this is not it, you think this is it, there's more to come. So let me know what you guys would do. If you were Tony Khan and you had the reins and you saw this situation go down, how would you handle it? Also, what are your thoughts about it? I can't wait to read your thoughts. So I'm going to turn it over to the live chat now. Thank y'all for watching. Let's play these super chats, get to the live chat, and Get your thoughts on the situation.
Ace is gonna get fired, which will anger Punk.
I mean, I hope not. He deserved it. If he gets fired, you assaulted men backstage. Yes, they started drama, but you can't be starting fights like that. That's a bad look. And you're the head, literally the head of WWE, of AEW. You're the champion, man. You can't be doing that. You just can't.
And you know it, I'm better than you.
Hey Alyx, just stopping by and showing some love. Raised fist, medium light skin tone.
Thank you, Tyler Marine. Thank you so much for that awesome donation. $19.99. Thank you. Seriously, I appreciate people who take the time to show me support and love. I do it for you. Do it for you, man.
'Cause you are my love. Do you ever dream of rain?
MJF should have confronted Punk for stealing his heat.
Oh, don't worry, he'll get it back. Oh, MJF will get it back on Wednesday. Y'all don't know what this man's get. Yes, y'all do. You know MJF is going to talk about it. He's this generation CM Punk. Oh, man. I like that he's like the Antichrist of wrestling. It's so good.
What a difference a year makes. All Out 2021 was a love letter to wrestling fans. OW 2022 was backstage nonsense that should have been handled backstage. Tony needs to grow a set and handle business.
It's his company, man. He's got to take charge. I agree. 1,000%. He's got to take charge.
Nah, 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 come on. Nah, 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 come on.
Blood and Guts 2023. CM Punk, Luke Gallows, Carl Anderson reform Straight Edge Society to take on the Elite. 2 rings, 1 cage. Trios titles on the line.
I mean, I'm not against it. Replace Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson with FTR, and you got me. For real. Do with FTR in there.
You hear the rumors about the Elite leaving?
They ain't going nowhere. That's why I didn't even mention it. Oh, they talk about the Elite trying to leave. They ain't going nowhere. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Really? They ain't going nowhere. Seriously, I don't see them going nowhere. I would be very surprised if they left. Color me surprised if they actually did leave.
'Cause you are my love. Do you ever dream of rain?
This is all Tony trying to be a best friend to these guys instead of a boss. It's now clear why the Jacksonville Jaguars have sucked for so long.
He's got to be a boss, man. You can't be their friends all the time. For the record, there's 300 people here. I don't know why the chat is empty, right? I don't know why it shows a black screen on my screen right now, but there's 300 people here. Let me go back and read some of your comments. So I asked you guys, what would you do if you were Tony? Let me see what you responded with that. Mason says, Colt Cabana is so innocent. He's not as innocent as you would like to think, but in terms of this situation, he didn't really do anything wrong. It's just the people in charge thought Punk was responsible for Colt being released when not even being released, but moved off the main roster to ROH when it had nothing to do with Punk. It was all Tony Khan. You know what I mean? Flubba says, fine and suspend everyone involved. Period. It can be for 2 weeks, and then you fine them a hefty amount, but yeah, they have to be suspended. Paul Buck, Cabana hasn't said anything publicly, but I do wonder if he's been in Page and Buck's. Yeah, you know he's probably been talking shit. See, y'all think Colt Cabana is an angel. Scott Colton is not a nice guy. He is not a nice guy. He plays one on TV, but no. There's a reason why Punk stopped associating with him. Outshine says Colt Cabana's mom told him to play nice. Stop. Yeah, Kenny Omega came back to this craziness. What a way to come back. TXC says Tony needs to man the F up. Yeah, the honeymoon phase is over with, man. It's been over with for a while. Let's see here. I'm just trying to see what you guys are saying. Yeah, I see I had some bots in here. Sorry about that. That's what's going to happen when you get a lot of people here. It's going to be like that. I don't think they're saving Punk and Colt. Punk said Hangman is way past apologies. He and Colt are way worse. Punk holds grudges. Punk definitely holds grudges. Chris Brewer. Or Brewer. That's it, right? Colt Cabana is an absolute a-hole in real life. There's a reason he isn't televised. If you all knew the full story, you would be shocked. I'm telling y'all, like, there's a reason why I'm not being nice about Colt Cabana right now. Because it's kind of shocking, right? Yeah, oh my God, Colt Cabana, he's just a good guy. No, he's not. Scott Colton is really, really a jerk. He's a jerk. For multiple reasons. Trust me. I do feel bad for MJF, though. Like, of all times for him to come back, this is the time to come back. No, AEW is not dead. Relax. They're going through it, but if they come out of it, they'll be strong. Trust me. People are saying Cody Rhodes was the glue. It looks like it. I'm starting to think he was more integral for this company being as good as it was than we thought. I do feel bad that he had to leave, man. Cody Rhodes jumping the ship before it sinks. Yep, that seems to be true as time goes by. So brother number 5 says AEW is like the EA Sports of NBA games. Everyone talks about NBA Live is going to kill NBA 2K, but every year it's the same story. That's why Live is shelved until further notice. Wow. Mark French, Cody was that crucial. Was that crucial Jenga piece. Gotcha. He was that crucial Jenga piece. Once he pulled out, everything fell. Yeah, I'm telling you, once Cody left, everything just seemed to go straight to hell. He was a glue, man. It's crazy. John Millard says Cody's only in ROH because Punk pushed him out. No, he didn't. I'm gonna stop that right now. He's in ROH because Tony doesn't think he's all that valuable. And he isn't. If y'all think I'm being mean to Colt Cabana, it's for a good reason. Trust me, he's not a good person. I've seen interviews of him and I've seen how he treats people. He's not a good person. And I'm sorry, he's not even that. It would be different if he was an asshole, but he was also great in the ring and was something valuable to the shows, but he's not. He's not even valuable to the shows. He might be cool with the guys backstage, and that's on them, but no, like, all this shit happening with Colt Cabana doesn't make any sense, man. Yeah, suspend everybody involved. Punk will not be suspended. He'll be on Dynamite. I guess not, and you might have a point there. You can't suspend your world champion, but fuck, man. Like, you gotta punish him somehow. Raw Cuz 99 says, you're expecting the guy who was a mark for Punk to actually discipline him. Hey, it's your company. It's his company. It's his promotion. He's got to do something. He's got to set the bar. If he lets Punk get away with it, everyone else will. He's got to punish him. He's got to. He might not want to, but he has to. Paid Enthusiast says CM Punk is TK's meal ticket, and he's gonna get a lot of chances because he's the only one outside of Bryan Danielson that can draw and generate a lot of money for AEW. MJF too, and Adam Cole. There's other people who can generate money. Jon Moxley. Just saying. It's not just Punk. But I know what you're saying. Let's see here. Oh, you guys are saying a lot. There's a lot of people. I'm going to be up here for a while. I was a huge CM Punk fan at one point in time. It sucks knowing he is an unprofessional egomaniac. Well, tell us how you really feel, sir. That's your opinion, by the way. I don't agree with it, but that's your opinion. Kendrick says, "Oh, thank you, Kendrick. You're Gina or Organa? Is it Orgina? Kendrick Orgina. I think I said it right. Not gonna lie, I agree with what Alyx said. Top stars are not lines have to be drawn. Yeah, you have to draw lines, and then bring them back to make some money." Chris says we can. Hold on. Sorry. Chris says, can we talk about the biggest disappointment of the night? The Acclaimed not winning the tag team titles is a damn shame. They'll win them later. They're going to win them later. I'm not even worried about that. That's not even the biggest disappointment. Like, okay. Keith and Swerve are great champions right now. Don't neglect them. Please. Please don't neglect them. Junior Jackson, do you have a video game channel? Do I have a video game channel? Do you give your opinions about the gaming industry? I do not. Should I start a video game channel? I might consider it. Tony Baptiste, Punk started this fight, so a fine, suspension for 2 weeks, and lose the belt to MJF at Grand Slam. Yeah, listen to me. He was going to lose the belt to MJF anyways. He's definitely losing the belt to MJF now. Cleo Does Everything says he would fire Ace Steel, suspend all of them for 2 weeks, for punishment have Punk lose to MJF, Grand Slam, then get a storyline with the Elite versus FTR and Punk. And Wardlow. Oh, wow. Not even having Punk in there. What's Punk gonna do? Nothing? BW Rosa, this is proving folks right now about TK being Herb Adams 2.0 to an extent, because at least TK is paying his talent, unlike Herb. TK has got to get this crap together before it's too late. I think he will. I think over time he'll fix these issues. It's not the end of the world for AEW. I hate people saying, "Oh, that's the end for AEW." No, it's not. Calm down. Mohammed, if I'm TK, I'm firing Punk after signing the next TV deal. You're out of your mind. Why would you fire Punk? Again, we're acting like CM Punk started all this. Punk was cordial. Then the Young Bucks started all this, and so that's why Punk went off on them. And that's why I would suspend the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega, because I'm like, this whole thing started because of y'all. Y'all started this. Punk finished it. This is crazy, man. I can't believe that we're talking about this during the hottest period in wrestling. Let's hope it gets turned into a storyline, though. All right, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Listen, I gotta get out of here. Thank y'all for making my day. This was an awesome stream. We had a lot of people show up. So, continue the conversation in the comments. Answer the question. If you were Tony Khan, how would you handle the situation? Also, just give me your thoughts overall, how you feel about it. Does this make AEW look Bush League? How does this make Tony Khan look to you? Who do you think was in the right? Was there a right side? What were your reactions to the fight? But ultimately, answer the question: what should happen? If you're Tony Khan, what should happen? Let me know down below. But thank y'all for watching. This was a great stream. As I get out of here, as you file out, please do all the YouTube things. Like the video, subscribe, hit that like button, leave a comment. Very important that you do leave a comment, by the way. Be sure you leave a comment, because that's going to help the algorithm. I really want your thoughts on this. Leave a comment. Follow me on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. Maria Kanellis. I am interviewing her this week. So you might want to go ahead and get on that YouTube membership to catch her early. Yeah, do all the other stuff that you guys do. Super thanks, sharing, following, raw cognizance. We're coming back this week. I'll be promoting that Wednesday, so look for that. But thank you guys so much for making me a part of your day. I am grateful for what you do. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all. I'll catch you guys next time. The next time I'll be up here live is hopefully Wednesday and then Friday. Okay? So AEW Dynamite and then Friday Night SmackDown. I won't be reviewing Rampage because it's not live. Once it's live again, I'll go back to reviewing it. But until then, this is Alyx, just Alyx, signing out right here in Alyx's world. Alyx's world, I said that right. A place that is, was, and forever will be a safe space for wrestling fans like you.